Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So, as y'all joining me live, I am super excited to see every like all in uh to see everybody. So, super excited. Let me just check a few things here, making sure that I'm indeed live. Yes, I am indeed live. So, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Super excited for you to be here. Today, we're going to talk about how I land high paying jobs and high paying contracts. This is something that I really wanted to talk about for a long time. And this is something that I wanted to share about with y'all. So, I'm here monitoring the tech, making sure that everything is working smoothly, and it looks like we are live and everything is working well. Let me just put myself to not disturb, so nobody will disturb me. And as you are joining my live, as you are joining my live stream, so I always encourage everybody to say hello, tell me where you're watching me from, tell me where you're joining me from. So, like, this is super exciting. And good morning, good morning, good morning. As you are joining, tell me. This is why it is important. Why it is important to comment, share, and participate in live stream, because like this, is how we network on LinkedIn. When we are connected, when we are networking, when we are on live stream, we're commenting, and then we go to the comment section and we connect with people who commented. We connect with people who commented. So, like, this is my trick that I share every single live stream, because you don't know who is watching. You don't know who is watching. And when I also see that people who are participating, people who are commenting, and people who are I'm participating in my live streams. Like, they do have more connection requests, and they're expanding their network. So let's dive into how to land high paying clients in high paying jobs in high paying contracts. So, like, I'm super excited. So let me just start with this. If you are new to me, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining from Atlanta. Like, Atlanta in the house, super exciting. So let me if you're new to me, right? Like, if you follow me like here recently, my name is Eugene Berezin. I am a mentor, a senior iOS developer, a coach for uh, software developers. So and this is this is something that I'm really passionate about. So I got into tech in 2016. I got into tech in 2016, and my first position was QA engineer, software tester. So I came to tech from non-technical background, from non-traditional background. So I don't have computer science degree or anything like that. So I went to a boot camp for QAs, and I done a few projects that were related to my skill set that I had before. And before I was doing tech, I was doing behavioral health and I was doing therapy. So, and I was working in healthcare. So I've done some of the projects related to that. And I landed my first tech job as a QA engineer. And it was so it was so exciting to me. But in about 2017, I moved to Seattle for the first time. So I moved back to Seattle the second time, but for the first time I moved to Seattle was in about 2017, and this is where things changed for me, for the better financially. So I discovered intuitively the system that helped me to land better jobs, higher paying jobs, better contracts, and really put myself out there in a very good position. So, and this is something that I teach inside of my coaching program. And this is something that I call build, lead, and prosper. Build, lead, and prosper, right? I didn't know what to call it back then. I just like, oh, like I just like I like this thing that I do consistently works really well. And I'm about to share that with you. So the first thing that I did, and that was really important to my success, is discovering the system or systems, frameworks that work for me. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Like, first of all, you need to learn how to learn quickly, right? Tech is changing all the time, and it's important to extract information quickly. It's important to prioritize what to learn quickly. It's important to focus on the things that matter, right? Like for you and for your industry, and that is aligned to you. So, and it's important to do it fast. It's important to do it fast. So, and the first block, what I call, is a building block. And when we're building, right? Because before we got high paying opportunities, before we get high paying clients, before we start making all the money, we have to build. We have to have the foundation, because without foundation, without strong foundation, we won't be able to attract better clients. We won't be able to attract high paying full time jobs, whatever it is. So, in when we're building foundation, it's really important to build your executive presence online, so people know about you. It's really important to build your skill set, because skill set is important. Like, as a software developer, you should know how to code. It is important to know how to code, or like to know what you do. Like back then for me, it was testing, but also like it was fair amount of coding as well. So technical skills are important as well. And the third foundation is your network. Surround yourself with people that you trust, with people that align with you, with people who will support you. It's really important, y'all. It's really important. Nobody got on the top by themselves. Nobody got to the top by themselves. They had framework, they had people, they had network. They had network. So let me spill the beans a little bit. Like, I'm not announcing anything, okay? I'm not announcing anything, but you know that a week before last week, right? Like, yeah, well, a week ago, I got laid off, right? I got laid off, and I posted a video about it. And after I posted a video about it, I landed a, an interview right day, the next day, because I have proven system in place, right? Because I have good framework in place, and that was successful. Like, I'm not announcing anything again, and not announcing anything. Like, we're not announcing anything, but like that was successful because executive presence, technical skills, because the you actually have to show up and show out and um prove that you have the technical skills to perform the job, and your network. Amazing people in your network. Amazing people in your network. So this is the building block. And if I were, if I were to, let's say, like, I want to change my specialty and I want to do backend development, right, instead of iOS development, I would use the same system that I used for my QA job, and for my QA career, and for my iOS development career. Because catch this, I am also specialty changer, not just a career changer from therapist to QA engineer, but from QA engineer to software developer to iOS developer. And I use the same system, build the foundation, build the framework, build executive presence. And the second step is leading, build, lead, and prosper. So, what I mean by leading, so when you have the foundation, right? when you have the foundation, you need to lead people to you. And let me tell you something, people like to be led, because when people have the sense of direction, when people have the sense of leadership, when people have the sense of confidence, they feel safe. They feel safe. It is, and it's true for your potential employers, and it's true for your colleagues, and it's true for your recruiters. If they feel led in a gentle way with permission based lead, they feel safe. So it's important to lead people to you. So to attract right people into your network, to attract right recruiters into your network, to attract high quality people into your network. And then leadership, the whole leadership portion, the whole leadership skill, I would break it down into like three categories, right? Thought leadership, craft leadership, or tech leadership. Like I call it craft leadership, and people leadership. And it can be combination of those, like, or it can be combination of three of those, right? You can be a thought leader, you can be really good at what you do in your craft, and you might be really good with people, or combination of any of those skills. So leading people to your presence, leading people to you, leading people to your expertise. This is really important, because let me say it again, when people feel the sense of leadership, when people feel that you can guide them, that you are guiding them, people feel safe. So this is what I'm teaching inside of my program, right? How to build the foundation, and we're building foundation, right? We're building foundation as we're working together, right? And then we learn how to lead people, how to navigate people to you, how to attract right people to you. And the last step of my program is prosper. So when you have executive presence, right? When you have strong foundation, it's easier to lead people to you, and it will increase your finances. Because here's the thing, people, this is controversial, y'all. People don't pay, companies don't pay you for what you know and for what you can do. People pay you, companies pay you based on how you show up. If they like, based on perceived value, perceived expertise that you project that you project out there. People pay you based on that. People pay you based on that. So this is really important to have this like whole framework, because when you have that framework, you show up as an expert. You show up as an expert. And within 12 weeks, right? Within 12 weeks in my program, I teach people how to build that foundation. The first 6 weeks, we are building the foundation. We're meeting every week, right? For 12 weeks, we're meeting every week, and we're building that foundation, right? Like, starting with your online presence, right? Online presence, and starting building your executive presence, right? How you position yourself with the right executive presence, how you do that effectively, how you manage that effectively. So this is super important. So, and then the second 6 weeks, right? Because it is 12 weeks. The second portion of 12 weeks, the second half of the second 6 weeks period, this is where we're implementing it, because it's important to learn about it, yes, but you also have to practice it. Like this framework that I'm teaching people, you have to work it. In order for it to work for you, you have to work it. You have to show up, you have to show out, you have to implement the steps, and then it works like a well-oiled machine. And I'm a living and breathing proof of that, because this is something that worked for me really well, right? And fairly fast too. In the past, normally when I was looking for new opportunities, looking to increase my finances, I was able to land really good opportunities within 90 days or less. I was able to do that. And you might be arguing that the might be saturated right now. The tech is going through a tough time right now, and it's all true. But tech industry is always looking for experts. Tech industry is always looking for people who know what they're doing. And they're more importantly, you don't want to be like everybody else, because like if you do what everybody else is doing, you're not different. Find your zone of genius. Find your zone of genius. Find your niche, because riches are in the niches, right? So find your niche. I'm not saying that you can be multi-passionate developer, but find your niche, and finding your niche is really important. And this is something that like I pretty much start like from the get-go in my program. Like, what is your niche? Like, you don't have to go after what everybody else is going after, because it's way crowded. So there's a really good book called Blue Ocean, the theory of blue. Like, there's a theory, there's a red ocean and there's a blue ocean, right? It's a business book, right? It's not like software development book, but it applies for software developers too. Why do you have to go where everybody else is and do what everybody else is doing? You got to be unique. You got to be unique. So, and this is where this is also where we adopt that blue ocean strategy in your job search as well, in your career navigation as well. That is super important too. So after those 12 weeks, right, after those 12 weeks, I offer support for my graduates right after this program, because 12 weeks seems like a lot of time, right? But really it's a lot of information, and really like people do need support. So after that, for 3 months, people can get support, right? Like they are eligible for one monthly call with me for 3 months, like to figure out their process, figure out what is working, what is not working, how well it's working, like stuff like that. So because I understand, just like teaching it, like I can be just done with my people after teaching them the framework, right? Like then you have like 3 months of support with like you entitled for one call a month after those 12 weeks. So how do you sign up for my program if you're interested? So you can go to the link in my bio. You can go to the link in my bio, and also let me drop the link in the comments as well. Like, give me 1 second. So you can go to this link as well, and you can book a you can book a call with me. It's a not mini coach, like it's a mini coaching call with me. So, and I don't know, like it looks like on at least on LinkedIn, right? I'm not able to post links in the comments, but you can go to my bio, and like you can find it in my bio and schedule a call with me. So, and then um, the best thing that I could do, like I always try to provide value to people, right? And see if it is a good fit for you. See if it is a good fit for you. So, um, and yeah, like I'm super excited about it, because for a while I was thinking, how can I serve software developers, how I can serve other developers, and how I can serve the community. And this year, like it really dawned on me, like, hey, like tech is going through like kind of turbulent times right now, and people need actually start looking for a job and start like applying themselves, because what was happening before, right, for like in the past 10 years, there was really high demand on tech workers and software developers, and tech more or less had more resources financially, right? Right now, we're going through a little bit of a shakeup, and we see the trends from big companies with with a lot of layoffs, big companies, small companies, but there are companies that are still looking for developers. There are companies, tech is still here, right? I'm doing live stream literally right now. Literally right now. If tech was not relevant, like there wouldn't be any live stream, there wouldn't be internet, there wouldn't be like Instabook, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. There wouldn't be any of that. So tech is still relevant. This is really, and this is like, especially now, it's important to have reliable system in place that will work for you, where you can build really quickly, build your foundation, you can lead people to you, and like that, like when you show up as an expert with executive presence, when you show up as an expert, people will flock to you, people will flock to you. So I do have some questions, I do have time for some questions. Do you have any questions? So if you have any questions, please drop in a comment, and I'm more than happy to answer them, because I know y'all might have some questions, or if you have any thoughts, right? Like I always encourage people to comment on my live stream, because you don't know who's watching. And also, like as you see people commented and also react on the live stream, if you're a little bit shy, I know some people, I know it's a lot to comment sometimes, and I know people who have difficulties like commenting on live stream, and because people are a little shy, you can react and you can check the reaction. I give you the permission. If people say why are you snooping on his reactions, I give you the permission to check the reactions and connect with people who reacted. Maybe people are not feeling 100% comfortable commenting on live stream directly, but you can check the reactions as well. You can check the reactions as well. So, this is all I have for y'all for today. So, as I'm wrapping up, you can still drop me a question. You can still drop me a question in the comment, and I will answer it as well if I don't get to it like during my live stream. So, it's super exciting, and like I said, if you're interested, the doors are open. I have 5 spots available. Well, four, yeah, five spots available in my program. So schedule a call with me. But I'll be more than excited to work with you. And thank you so much for coming to my live stream. That was really great. Like I really appreciate all of the engagement and all of the comments, and y'all just amazing, amazing group of people. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.